Hello everyone, it's your boy Mr. Unlucky, and in today's video, we're going to be doing OST tier list. Now, this is going to be my top 20 units OST tier list. Now, honestly, I'm going to just say it right now, all the OSTs in this game are good. I mean, there's probably some people aren't a big fan of, some people don't like this, that, but majority of the OSTs in the game are phenomenal. Like, they're really, really, really good. Now, I made this OST tier list kind of ahead of time. It took me a while to figure out. That's why I honestly shortened down the video. But we can just get started. This is my honorable mentions. Like I said, I already had the honorable mentions set up, and some of the top 20 is set up pretty much. But let's just get started with the bottom here. So, right here is Kid Goku from the DB Saga. I like this OST. It's pretty solid. Definitely unique. One of the more unique OSTs. Definitely on the unique side. I think it's a pretty solid OST. I know he's at the very, very bottom. I don't listen to it all the time, but this OST's pretty solid. Same as Turles'. LR Turles' OST is pretty solid. You gotta like his OST, but overall it's pretty solid. It's a pretty solid OST. 17 OSTs, one of the OG bangers. His OST's pretty good. It's one of his OST's one of the very first one, so definitely not as crazy as the newer ones. Not the very first OST, but he's very early on. Broly's definitely solid down here. Broly's a good OST. Not my favorite, but he's definitely good. Both Fizz Future Gohan and Future Gohan are pretty solid. Gohan and Trunks, Fizz Gohan and Trunks, their OST's pretty solid too. I don't listen to it all the time, but I actually quite enjoy it. The 7th Annie for F2PLR. Their OSTs are pretty solid. Now we got Fizz GT Goku and GT Vegeta. Fizz GT Goku and Fizz GT Vegeta are pretty solid OSTs. I like them both. I think I like GT Vegeta more than Fizz GT Goku. But I don't know. I just listen to GT Vegeta's more. Personally, like I said, I think GT Vegeta's OST is better. FTP Goku, solid OST, really good. Kid Buu, pretty good. Definitely on honorable mentions. He's pretty solid. This OST is a bop. You gotta listen to this if you can. 17, even though horrible unit, Super 17, he's just, his OST's not bad. I'll give him credit. This OST's pretty good, very heroic. This OST's really good if you could actually listen to it. I like that great Vegeta. His OST's, in my opinion, pretty solid as well. Cell is very, very good. Could have been in the top 10, but we just have better OSTs nowadays. Or could have been in the top 20, but we just have better OSTs now. Team Universe 7 is very good. Could be higher in the honorable mentions. This is kind of in order. I mean, it's kind of out of order, but it's in order as best I could get it. I definitely could put them like near the top. I love their OST. STR Cooler, definitely love it. Just not as good as Metal Cooler's OST, but it's definitely good. OK Gohan's definitely better. Honestly, I could actually do this. I like Tech Pans, but this, you gotta like her OST and listen. I can't listen to all the time, but her OST's pretty catchy. I like OK Gohan. It's catchy too. LR Zamasu has a boss theme. You would never ever hear this if you haven't done the Easy A for the Zamasu, or if you haven't listened to it. And it's really hard because it's an old boss OST, so you actually have to search this up to actually listen to it. You would never hear it in game ever, because also no one. Well, first of all, you could even have the unit and not hear this OST. The problem with this is it's very rare to hear this OST, but it's definitely good. Metal Cooler is one of the very old OG OSTs, one of the best. Definitely solid. Mercenary Tiles is very good. Definitely an OG vibe. Definitely love it. Bojack Pirate Theme, love Bojack's OST. STR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's, love his OST more. Definitely better than Goku. I know Goku's not even on honorable mention. I don't know. I just like Vegeta's OST a lot. I definitely can listen to Vegeta's a lot more than Goku's, 100%. These are both the same unit, both same OSTs. Love them both. I just feel like when you hear these OSTs, like you just pretty much won. I love them both. Super Vegeta's OST is definitely a bop. Tech Ultimate Gohan can still listen to all day. Love it. Fizz Piccolo honestly could be in the top 20. I just feel like I said there's better OSTs out there. You could put him in the top 20 though for sure. STR Namek Goku definitely really good. STR Vegeta is definitely on bop, but I don't think it's as good as Tech Vegeta. Obviously, you don't see him on there, so he's definitely in the top 20. A little bit of spoiler there, but his OST's good. So This guy is the good. I don't think he's top 20 worthy, but it's definitely an honorable mention. This Janemba, you have to have a taste for it, but not too much of a big fan. Taylor Minoche is good. Their OC, his OC is pretty good. Their OC is very good. Their OC is both good. Like both their OC are kind of similar in my opinion. Very good. Kyle Kin, both his OCs are very good. AJ Ogajid is one of the best OG OCs. Love it. Captain Ginus and Raditz is very good villain OCs. These guys have really good OCs as well. Listen to this guy's OC all day. And Super Saiyan for Gogeta's OC, it's really good. Problem is we have better Super Saiyan for Gogeta's OCs. So we got Tech Kefla, her probably one of the better OCs in the game. Definitely really good actually. Definitely like her OC. AJ Cell, can't go wrong. I love his OC a lot. Definitely in the top honorable mentions. Honestly, these three kind of like you could put him in the top honor mentions, but I'm gonna put Full Power Frieza. I feel like he deserves to be on the top of the honor mentions. I feel like he deserves it because like that OSC just suits Frieza so well. I'm not trying to say this OSC doesn't suit, like this OSC suits the moment too. Like these three are interchangeable. I'll probably like do something like that, but for now I'm gonna keep it like that. So I just pulled 20 and 19. Let's just scroll up a little bit. Why not? So 20, I got Golden Frieza. Love his OSTs a lot. Definitely don't think they're in the top 10, but his OSTs are definitely good. Both of them, very good OSTs. Both intro and active skill. I'm just keep spoiling everything. But we got Fizz, Super Saiyan 2, Angel, Vegeta. I love his OSTs as well. Perfectly captured the moment. Definitely 19 for me. Then we got UI Goku at 18. A lot of people might be upset at UI Goku at 18, but in my personal opinion, I just feel like UI Goku, his OST suits that moment, but I can't listen to UI Goku's OST all day. I definitely think he's on the top 20, but I just can't listen to it all day. I just can't. I love his OST, but all day. Bottom Vegeta is definitely 17. He could go higher. I love Bottom Vegeta's OST. Like, I love both of them, especially the active skill. Intro just is perfect, but the active skill is beautiful too. Definitely one of like my favorite OSTs in the game. Definitely can't go wrong. Definitely Simone. They got Bardock at 16. You know you gotta have Bardock on here. Bardock's one of the best OSTs in the game, hands down, in my personal opinion. It's just perfectly suits that moment if you watch that moment in the movie. But it's definitely like one of the better OSTs for sure. Tech Vegeta. I know Esther Gogeta's all the way down here. Tech Vegeta's up here. But let's be real here. A lot of people, you could honestly interchange them. I love Tech Vegeta's way more. Like if you like listen to them both, this sounds very heroic, and I love Gogeta's, but Vegeta's, come on, listen to Blue Vegeta's if you can. Phenomenal OST, man. 14, we got Hitting Goku. These guys could have been one if this was made a year ago or made a couple months back. So many good OSTs have dropped recently, but these guys are definitely still gotta be in my top 20. Will always probably be, honestly. Like, let's say there's 6 more units that come out, I guarantee you I will have them at minimum 20. Their OST's always been good, and I don't think they'll really fall off, honestly. Their OST's phenomenal. Next, we got Trunks Vegeta. I love their OST. Definitely suits the moment perfectly. Don't think it's a top 10 OST, but definitely deserves to be in the top 20. Like, their OSTs, both their OSTs, intro and like it, perfectly good moment, and they did a good job at making that OST, honestly. F2P, I'm spoiling it all. My bad, guys. I know you guys know who 11 is, but we got F2PTN. I love his OST. I don't know if there's a moment that captures it perfectly. I feel like his OST just captures Chaozu's death perfectly. Like, it's just, I really don't know, man. That OST is perfect. Absolutely perfect for that unit. Couldn't think of a better OST for that unit. Really couldn't have. Next, we got Namegoku. Love Namegoku. He just didn't make the top 10. You could switch him out, though. Like, with this top 10 unit, some people like Namegoku's over this top 10 unit, but I just feel like the number 10 unit deserves it. His OST is a bop, and it still bops to this day. Namegoku also still bops to this day, but I feel like giving the number 10 unit chance. But Namegoku's like the start of that OST. Just if you haven't listened to Namegoku's, definitely do. I listen to this guy OST a lot for sure. Definitely, like, out of all of these, I listen to him probably the most out of the 11 to 20. All right, well, now we're going on to the top 10 here. First, we got Blue Evolve. Now, like I said, he could definitely, you could definitely change these guys out. Like, if you want to put Namagoku 10, sure. But Blue Evolve's OST perfectly captured that moment, and it's just, it's an OST I can listen to every day. Like, that OST is a bop. Definitely, they definitely did a good job with that one. Going to 9. Now, 9, everyone's gonna be like, why are there 2 units? I feel like their units are kind of similar sounding, and I don't know, I feel like the OSTs do sound very similar. I'll probably do this if I had to. I love Goku / Gohan's OST, and I love Goku and Gohan's OST. Both their OSTs phenomenal. Both of them, like, I love, like, they captured that moment perfectly. And I know this moment never happened, but they captured that moment that never happened perfectly as well. Like, both their OSTs just are really good. So like I said, I know it's a little bit cheating, but I had them both together because, like I said, I feel like they sound very similar, honestly. Next we got Tech Androids. A lot of people are gonna be like, Tech Androids, what? Yeah, I think they should be in the top 10. Their OST slaps. Definitely one of the better villain OSTs. And if you hear that, you're like, you hear this OST, you're like, yeah, that's definitely the OST for androids, 100%. Like, you could have not played Dokkan ever in your life, or even, like, I don't know, well, watch most of the show. If you know who 17 and 18 are, and you play this game, like, somewhat, and you heard its OST, you'll be like, yeah, that's 17 and 18's OST. It just suits them well. I mean, I don't really know who else it suits. I mean, this OST just is perfect for them. I really can't really say much else. Like, they just have the perfect OST for this unit. Next is Goku and Piccolo. This OST is a bop as well. Is and will always will be. This OST is phenomenal, man. A lot of people don't listen to this one, which is weird. I'm like, this one is really good. A lot of people don't listen to this one, but it's definitely good. Like, if you haven't heard this OST, which a lot of you might have not, but like, just check this one out if you can. Some people are not a fan of it, but just check it out at least once if you haven't. Definitely really good OST. Next, we got 6. Now, honestly, I'll be brutally honest. These guys could be 1. 6 to 1 are honestly interchangeable. It depends on what you like more. But if there's anybody I could change with 1, it would be this unit, 100%. Perfectly captures the moment. The OST is just perfect. I know it's definitely an older OST. I don't know if I would put it at 1, but you could if you wanted to. Like, I wouldn't blame you if you put these guys above the rest of the units. Like, I would not. Their OST's phenomenal, man. Definitely one of the better ones. So now we're going to the top 5 here, guys. Let's get going. We have the LR Gods. I love these guys' OST. They're kind of a cheat code. They have, an intro, first active, and a second active. So they have 3 different OSTs. All of them are pretty solid. Intro for Gods are phenomenal. I love their intro. Perfectly. Like, it suits Goku and Vegeta perfectly. And I love their first active. Their second active is okay. I like it. I mean, it's not bad. I definitely like their second active, but their first active and their intro is just, I love it so much. I love it a lot. Definitely gotta go with Geyser 5. Next is 4. It's funny, Super Saiyan 4. So I don't really like their intro too much. It's definitely good. It's a solid intro, but out of all the intros in the game, this might be one of my least favorites, I gotta say. I mean, I love the animation. Not shooting the animation, I just don't love the OST. But definitely, the first active is phenomenal. Like, very good. And the second active is phenomenal, too. Like, really good OSTs. And then we got these guys. I know you're like, you're cheating again? I am. I just couldn't really decide. STR Vegeta's OST is phenomenal. So is LR Tech Vegeta's. I really can't put one above the other, honestly. So I put them in the same tier. This is kind of cheating again. But, man, come on. I know they sound different, but, like, if you listen to both of them, you got to think about it to see who do you like better. I mean, in my case, I like STR Vegeta's better. But I like LR Tech Vegeta's, like, better for a long time. And I got LR, like, it's, like, back and forth. Like, I could listen to LR Tech Vegeta's all day. And same with STR Vegetos. Like, in my opinion, they're interchangeable. Like, I just can't put. I mean, honestly, if you want to do this, you can. If you want to do this, you can. Just totally up to you. Recently, I've been listening to Vegetos more, but there's a time I like Tech Vegetos better than like every OST in the game by a long shot. Definitely, they're definitely belong together. You definitely can interchange them however you want. But both of them, phenomenal OSTs. Definitely phenomenal OSTs for sure. Next is 2. We got Cooler. Cooler, everyone's like, yeah, Cooler, really Cooler. I like Cooler's OST, especially his active. I know his intro, I'm not too big of a fan of his intro. And a lot of people haven't really heard his OST, but his active is really good. If you have not heard his active, go check it out. One of the better villain OSTs. And I feel like some of these villains have really good OSTs. Like, Cooler's active is really good. His intro is okay, but his active is, man, one of the best in that game. I love his active. So that's number 2. Now we gotta go into 1, guys. Now 1 is mega cheating. I know I had 2 units at 3, but same with 1. I cannot decide, but in my personal opinion, they just both, are just honestly kind of equal. So let's get on to it. Number 1, I have Zamasu and I have Goku. Both of them. Now, the way I have it organized here is honestly, I can't listen. Some days I think Zamasu is the best OST in the game. I've been thinking that for a while, but since Goku's came out, think Goku's OST is the best OST in the game. Now, it's definitely hard. I mean, I would honestly put Zamasu 1. Like, Zamasu OST is just, it's honestly 1, but you listen to Goku's a lot. If you listen to Goku's a lot, you're like, yeah, that's definitely 1. So I can't really interchange them. Zamasu's intro is definitely not my favorite. It's okay. Definitely suits the unit, but it's not my favorite. But his actives, man, he probably has the best active OST. No, not probably. He has the best active OST in the game, hands down. Love Zamasu's OST, my favorite. And Goku, his revive. We already know his revive. If you haven't heard his revive OST, go listen to both of these. If you haven't listened to the Zamasu OST, listen to Zamasu OST, especially his active. And intro, don't worry about. And Goku's, listen to both. I think Goku's, and that's why I put Goku, honestly, here. If Goku's active wasn't good, I probably would have put Goku, honestly, at 2 and put Zamasu at 1. Like, I feel like Goku's is definitely better than Cooler's OSTs, 100%. But, if Zamasu had a really, really good intro, it wouldn't even be close. Like, I wouldn't even put Goku on his level. Zamasu's active carries that hard. But Goku's revive is really good, very beautiful moment, and just a beautiful OST overall. Like, I could listen to that a lot. And his active is just perfectly suits Super Saiyan Goku. Like, his active and his, revive OST, some of the best OST in the game. Definitely deserves to be up here on 1. I'm putting them both on 1. Like I said, I know that's cheating, but they're both very good. Like, it depends on what mood I'm in. If I feel like listening to heroic themes and really good themes, I'll probably listen to Goku's. Or if I'm in a villain, listening to villain OST, I'm definitely, first thing I think of is Zamasu's OST. Overall, though, guys, I really can't pick who's 1, but in my opinion, I feel like this is how I would have it. I would probably put Zamasu's active number 1 in the entire game, and then right after that, Goku's revived, and like I said, I'm kind of, you could put Goku's active probably, maybe 10, honestly. But since they're ball 1 unit, I'm counting them both together. I love both of them just as much. And, man, they both have phenomenal OSTs. Just letting you know, too, a quick little disclaimer. All these OSTs in this game are pretty much good. There's some I just really don't like as much as others. But everyone in the top 20 and honorable mentions are all really good. Like, I listened to their OSTs a couple of times, probably more. And I definitely listen to these guys a lot more than a couple of times. But all these OSTs are just really good. And don't be upset if yours is not 1. It's just, this is all my personal opinion, honestly. I feel like if you listen to Zamasu's OST, you probably would think he's 1 too, but some of these are all personal opinion. I know a lot of people probably won't Cooler's, but I think Cooler's too. Some people probably like theirs at 1. It's all personal opinion. And I honestly think all OSTs are phenomenal. So, but anyway, guys, I just want to thank you guys for watching the video, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed. And you guys have a nice day, man. Take care.